What's good, everybody? This is Corey the Truth, and I'm back with another commentary slash review. Again, as always, I like to give my opinions on topics that I want to talk about. And as you can tell by the title of this commentary, I will give my 2 cents as always. So, here I go. So, last weekend, I have checked out Wrestlemania 36. Part 1 was on last Saturday, and part 2 was on last Sunday. So, quickly, I have all the matches listened. Excuse me. I have all the matches written down on my handy dandy notebook on my phone. So I'm gonna quickly get by through this. So, starting with the kickoff matches of Liv Morgan, versus Natalia. Um, Pretty quick match. No storyline was behind this match. I picked Liv Morgan to win, and she did. So if I can give it a rating, it would be 2.5 out of 5 stars. Just because there was no story build up leaning towards the match. Drew Gulak versus Cesaro. I picked Drew Gulak to win the match, but my prediction was wrong. It was Cesaro. It was still a very entertaining match. If I can give this match a rating, it will be 4.0 out of 5 stars. Next up is Dolph Ziggler versus Otis of Heavy Machinery. Otis is part of the tag team Heavy Machinery with Tucker. Pretty good match. The I can't front. The story leading up to this match was pretty corny and quirky, but it had a happy ending. So, if I can give it a rating, I will give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. The whole reason I gave it that rating because of the cheesiness and the corny and the just it was all cheese, to be honest, but surprisingly I really enjoyed it, so it was pretty good. Elias versus King Corbin. King Corbin. I picked Elias to win. He did. If I can give this match a rating, I will give it 3.0 out of 5 stars. So it was even though it was a slow match, it was still pretty good. So Aleister Black versus Bobby Lashley. This is one of those matches that they just threw in there. Surprisingly, it was a very good match. Of course, I picked Aleister Black to win. I rated 3.5 out of 5 stars. I will do a pro wrestling spotlight commentary, just talking about Bobby Lashley and what WWE needs to do with his character. I had some ideas, so I'm just shameless plug. I know, but I just want to put that in there. Moving on, the Kabuki Warriors versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. It was a women's tag team championship match. Of course, I pick Alexa and Nikki to win. If I can rate this, I will give it a 3 out of 5 stars. They're a pretty good match. Now this tag team match was really awesome. Including at the end of the match. The Street Profits versus Angel Garza and Austin Theory. And it was for the Raw Tag Team Championship. Pretty good match. Of course, I picked the Street Profits to win. Shout out to Bianca Belair. Man, I love that woman. Lord have mercy. Moving on. Let me stop being thirsty for a minute. Surprisingly, I didn't really think of this. I didn't really thought that this match was going to be good. But it turns out to be good. Miz and Morrison versus the Usos versus the New Day. Of course, they had to change it up a bit. It became a triple threat ladder match. Just how about that? Their tag team partners. And it was for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. I have predict that the Usos were going to win, but it was actually Miz and Morrison. Well, actually Morrison who actually won the match. But still, I give this match a 5 out of 5 stars. It was a very excellent match. Moving on. Sami Zayn versus Daniel Bryan for the Intercontinental Championship. Of course, I picked Daniel Bryan to win the match, but it was Sami Zayn who won the match. But still, it was a awesome match. I give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. The 5-way elimination match. Put my chair down a bit. Lacey Evans versus Tamina versus Naomi versus Bayley versus Sasha Banks. And it was for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Of course, I picked Sasha Banks to win. That's my baby. Of course, Sasha didn't win. It was Bayley. It was still a pretty good match. I liked the swerve at the end where Sasha chose Bayley after the match, but of course, within the storyline, you will see. I kind of see where it goes when it comes to the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. If I can rate this match, I will rate it 3.5 out of 5 stars. Moving on, Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler. And it was for the Raw Women's Championship. Of course, in my prediction commentary, I picked Shayna Baszler to win, but the actual winner was Becky Lynch. It was still a awesome match. So if I can rate it, it will be 4.0 out of 5 stars. Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair. Now, I didn't see this coming. And it was for the NXT Women's Championship. I picked Rhea Ripley to win. But it was Charlotte Flair who won the match. But it was still a awesome match. Nonetheless, if I could rate this match, I will rate it 4.0 out of 5 stars. Now this match I didn't really expect to be that good. Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins. This was a very excellent match. Just from beginning, middle to end, it kept me on the edge of my seat. Of course, I picked Kevin Owens to win the match. If I can rate this match, I will say 5 out of 5 stars. So, moving on, the Boneyard match. Didn't what to expect. Good Lord. The Undertaker versus AJ Styles. I picked AJ Styles, but it was the actual winner, The Undertaker. But still, to be honest, I didn't care who won that match as long as the match was excellent. And it turned out to be excellent. So, of course, I would give this match a 5 out of 5 stars. What's that? Oh, okay. The Firefly Funhouse match. I don't know what to say about this match. For those who don't know, this was a match that was recorded and taped. Well, most of the WrestleMania matches were taped. I forgot to mention that. John Cena versus The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. Now, of course, I picked Bray Wyatt to win. I'm glad that he won. Surprisingly, the rating is going to shock you all, but I will give this match a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Just because of the cameos and the callbacks to the previous matches and the previous gimmicks that John Cena and Bray Wyatt had over the years. So yeah. The next match, the last man standing match, awesome match. Edge versus Randy Orton. It told a excellent story. Of course, I picked Edge to win. If I can rate it, it will be 5 out of 5 stars. Excellent match. Now these next two matches, lackluster, but they were still good. Goldberg versus Braun Strowman. It was originally going to be Roman Reigns, but of course the the pandemic is going on and the social distancing that's going on right now. They put Braun Strowman. They put Braun Strowman in the match to replace Roman Reigns. I'm going fast. I'm sorry. Of course, it was for the SmackDown Universal Championship. I picked Braun Strowman to win. I was right. If I can rate this match, 3.5 out of 5 stars. And of course, last but not least, Brock Lesnar versus Drew McIntyre. It was for the WWE Championship, and I picked Drew McIntyre to win, and he won. I'm glad that he won. Great choice. If I can rate this match, I would give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Both championship matches were good. They kept it short and sweet, so I gave it that rating. So that's all of the WrestleMania 33 review. If you like it, please, of course, give it a like, comment, and subscribe to the Mind Force channel if you haven't. And if you want to contribute to the channel, I will leave my Cash App and my PayPal down below in the description box. This is Corey the Truth, and I'm out. Peace.